Something else that you should try to avoid doing. Let's say you have character A on the left side and character B on the right side of the panel. This is panel 1. Then on panel 2, their positions are switched. There's a technical term for this in storyboards. I forgot what it was called, like crossing. Don't cross the thing. I forget. Something about not crossing something. Don't cross your subjects or something. I forget. But there's a technical term for it. You don't want to do this. Well, I've seen it done in comics. So I guess some people do it, but personally I don't think it's a good idea to do that in comics. I generally speaking, I think it's something you should try to avoid doing. Maybe it's not as strict a rule in comics in comparison to storyboards. In storyboards you can't do stuff like that. You can't do stuff like that for sure. But in comics maybe it's a little bit more flexible. But personally I don't like doing that in comics. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think you should be doing that. It's a bit confusing. Also, when you're doing these things, it's almost like writing an essay. The comic issue is the essay. It's got an opening, the thesis and introduction, a body of paragraphs, and a conclusion, sort of summarizing the whole thing. Each paragraph is like a page of the comic. Each page represents a certain topic and has some sort of conclusion. It can be kind of tricky to do, but you want to try and contain the topic for each page. Don't finish a topic halfway through the page, then start a new topic halfway through the page. Try to avoid doing stuff like that. It's a bit jarring. It doesn't flow very well. If the topic is too big, you can sift it off onto another page and another, as many pages as you need, but try to conclude the topic at the end of the page, not halfway through. Marvel has an interesting style. I've seen this format a lot where they've got a first page. It's sort of obscure, like something is happening, but you don't really know what's happening. They're not very specific, but you can tell that something is going on in the background or around the environment, but they're not too clear about it. It really piques your curiosity. And then the next page, and then the next page. Whoa! I probably shouldn't have used this as an example, but they'll hit you with a scene, like a big reveal establishing what's going on. Sometimes it's like a 2-page spread, which can actually be kind of tricky to pull off. But it's like really captivating. Not for the explicit reasons, but hopefully you understand what I'm trying to describe here. Then sometimes they conclude the comic in sort of a cliffhanger, which kind of leaves the reader wanting more, or with a really big panel. I've seen like Joss Whedon do this a number of times with a few shows. I know he's not really a comic guy, but the similar rules apply.